Like, good morning, guys. So today I'm going to show you what my morning routine is like. If you want to chase optimal health, it's quite frankly not that difficult. So you have been seeing all these Ashton Hall morning routines, like doing crazy stuff, waking up at 4 a.m. But you don't have to do none of that. So today, and in general, I don't set an alarm clock because my body is aligned with the circadian rhythm, and just I have a consistent sleep routine, right? So I just wake up whenever I want to wake up, which is mostly now between 7 and 8, and I just don't have to set an alarm clock, and I do this every day. So the most important thing, if you want to optimize your health, if you want to optimize your energy, is essentially have a consistent sleep routine, like the same bedtime and the same wake time every day. And if you do that, most of your issues are going to be improved. So I know so many of you want to sleep in the weekend, but this is essentially something you do not want to do. So because that essentially fucks it up. So most people, they actually have a very consistent sleep bedtime routine during the week from Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday they're sleeping in. But what happens? Your body actually experiences stress from this sleeping in the weekend, and then if you start Monday again, starting with your new routine, then you experience like this grudgy feeling if you start on Monday. So that's why you actually want to keep your sleep routine the same in the weekend. Now, what do I actually do in the morning? So I'm just going to show it to you as well. But what I'm actually going to do in the morning is pretty simple. So I just woke up, fixed this thing. So I'm going to do everything for the first time now. But I'm going to chug a big glass with electrolytes. Then I'm going to do lymphatic jumps for our lymphatic system, which is basically all the build-up fluids our body has during the night, because our lymphatic system is purely driven by movement. So you have to kind of move to get the lymphatics going. Then I'm going to do 100 push-ups. I kind of just do that every morning to get it started, and then a simple morning walk, and that's basically my morning routine. And thereafter I'm going straight to work. So let's get it. By the way, oh yeah, and I'm drinking tap water here in the Netherlands. This is definitely something I might change in the future, but I can't do anything about it right now, so I'm not too bothered with tap water. In the Netherlands, the quality is quite good. I think they actually did a research where they found that there are less microplastics and stuff in tap water here than in bottled water. So for now, tap water is fine. I think a lot of people worry about like hormones and medicine in water, and they do have to test it, and you kind of have to trust your government on it. But yeah, in the future this might be something I'm gonna tackle, especially if I'm getting my own house. But for now it's fine. Now basically for the jumps we're gonna do this. It's pretty simple. Just gonna do this for a couple of minutes. Basically you can even do jump ropes or whatever. It's just to get your lymphatic going, to prevent build-up in these systems. And you want a good flow, because that just prevents getting sick and then cloggings everywhere. So just make sure to do this type of movement in the morning. And now it's time for 100 push-ups. So basically you don't have to do 100 push-ups if you want to imitate this. Just try like max push-ups, 20, 30, 50, like max push-ups will do in general. That's it, done. So I don't eat much in the morning, but if there's one thing I do eat, which I absolutely love, which is frozen fruit. It's cheap, it's just nice, it just tastes nice. So I always get like a hand of frozen fruit in the morning. This time it's mango, so like, perfect for a new walk, by the way. Now, you're probably going to watch this in the summer, but in the winter and in autumn I actually don't eat much fruit. So in the spring and in the summer, in alignment with the circadian rhythms, I start to eat more fruit and vegetables. So, but let's go on a morning walk now. So let's go on a morning walk. So this is my flat, by the way. So if you didn't know already, I live in a studio. A studio is like a 1-bedroom apartment, but I have like a 1-chamber apartment shared with like 10 others. So here you see it, a big ass flat. It's cheap, it works for now, because you have to remember, here in the Netherlands, that's where I live in the Netherlands. By the way, oh, the sun is nice. Here in the Netherlands, if I move to like a real apartment, I pay like 4 times the price. So that's kind of a thing right now, but we're working on it. In the future, this might change, but you know, there's one thing. If you energized all day, it is in essence getting morning sun. Just 5 to 10 minutes of getting that morning sun is enough to reset your circadian rhythm. And it sounds silly, but your morning routine, quite frankly, doesn't need more than that. So if you have no time to do the push-ups, to be honest, it just takes like a minute, so everyone has time to do it. But if you really have no time to do it, just go outside. This is one thing my clients have to do immediately. Like the first things they have to do once they're going to implement the Lost Bio method is just integrating your routines. Because so many times it's not a lack of willpower, it's not a lack of motivation, it's just the lack of routines and structure, and therefore your body experiences chaos, right? So if there's one thing I learned from my grandparents, my grandma, how they live, right, is that they have such a structured, chill way of living. They align their body, their lifestyle exactly with nature. They rise with the sun, go to bed with sundown, and this is essentially the only thing they're doing. They don't overcomplicate it. They don't need to do a 6-part morning routine with gratitude, journaling, meditation, cold plunge, a run, wrapping a banana peel around your head. Just nothing difficult, right? Just simple, just simplicity. And I think this is the key to feeling better, to start seeing small improvements, not even small, like big improvements in your health. Like it isn't always this extra supplement, another habit. It is less. Do just less. Do only the essentials, and then you'll notice how incredibly easy it is. You're gonna see how much more focus you're gonna have, how more clarity you're going to have. You're gonna be more productive, and if you actually do it right,
is an amazing stress-free start of the day. So preferably you don't take your phone out. So the first hour of the day is completely phone free. So one thing which is amazing if you want to wake up naturally as well. In the first, like a lot of people are using their phone for an alarm clock, and this is absolutely the worst thing possible, because almost everyone then opens up their phone and goes check their social media. So you essentially want to get rid of this first and remove your alarm clock. So what you're gonna do is, instead of using your phone as an alarm clock, you're going to buy an old ass alarm clock and just place it at the other side of the room. So many people struggle with, for example, getting out of bed immediately, right? And one thing to combat this is basically just buying an old alarm clock, placing it at the other side of your room, so you have to leave your bed. And that's basically quite an easy hack. And just leave your phone outside of the bedroom when you're sleeping. And one thing you can also do during your morning walks, which really helps, is ensuring you breathe properly. Just breathe properly during your morning walks, and then you're fine. You need to do, if you really want to start strong in your morning, you need to do a perfect day exercise. And the perfect day exercise is quite easy. So what you just do is picture your complete day. So I used to plan my day ahead, right? So I know what I'm going to do today. So what you want to do is then visualize this day in your head as if it went perfectly. So during your walk, like close your eyes or whatever, and then just picture how your day would go if it went perfectly. And that simple exercise takes like 1 or 2 minutes. It's enough to actually increase the chance that you're more productive, that you procrastinate less, that you're more disciplined. So doing that is basically perfect, and implement all of this in your morning is the essence to having a good, chill, easy, stress-free start. And now I'm gonna close this off, so I'm gonna actually enjoy my morning walk. Ciao.
So now we're home from the morning walk, and now we have two options. Either make my ugly breakfast or go straight to work. And today I'm going straight to work. That means that I'm going to make my first meal at afternoon. This you will all see in a different video, because this is just about our routines. But I like to do either a breakfast first or do the breakfast at afternoon. And if you, for example, do the breakfast afternoon, it is way more easy to, for example, lose weight, and like if you want to cut or want to lose fat quickly, it's very easy to do it this way. So you can kind of hold off your first meal to the afternoon, therefore it's more likely easier to be in a calorie deficit. But you have to ensure you hit your protein goal, because otherwise you'll lose fat and muscle, and that's not something you want. So for today I'm going to do the latter. So I'm going to postpone my meal till afternoon, and then I see you again at night. So hey guys, it is night now, so we have to prepare, we have to do our night routine to optimize sleep quality and for tomorrow. So the screens are off now, which is very necessary. And by the way, the first thing you can see here is a blue light glass. This is a thing I basically wear from after sundown. So if sun goes down, I start wearing blue light glasses to prevent the blue light from fucking up my melatonin, right? And sometimes I still work at night, and I always ensure that I have the red screen. I don't know if you can see it now. He's off. So I always use red screen, so basically the red light, and as you can see here as well, I have red lights in my room, so I try to prevent as much light from kind of distorting my sleep. So these blue lights help. And now one thing which is absolutely crucial not only for my sleep quality but also for my mental peace and my productivity tomorrow, is that I have scheduled all my tasks out for tomorrow. So whenever I wake up tomorrow morning, I know exactly what I need to do, and it's just, I don't even have to think about it. I just wake up, I open my file, I see, okay, I have to do this, I have to do Y, and just in this order at this time. I don't have to think about it. So this helps with so much, like this reduces so much stress, and it's essentially one of the best things you can implement in your life. So now for the actual night routine, what do I actually do to wind down? Because essentially sleep quality depends on multiple things. One is just stress, and two is some minor supplements you could actually use, but for most people their stress levels are too high. So that's why you kind of want to use something which relaxes you, a wind down routine. So in my case, what I'm just doing is since I started off with a clean room and now it's not so clean anymore, I'm just gonna clean up my room, take one miracle supplement. Let me show it to you. Wait. Magnesium glycinate. So magnesium glycinate is perfect for improving sleep quality. It helps with relaxation, also for your muscle relaxation, and in general it's just better for your sleep quality. So I'm just gonna clean up my room, take magnesium glycinate, preferably 30 minutes before you go to bed. And then I'm just going to read a chill book, and at least for like 30 minutes to really make sure to wind down. And actually I didn't do the most optimal thing, so I finished some client work, some client protocols. I really wanted to get it done by tomorrow, so that's obviously not that optimal. At night you kind of don't want to do a lot of work, and if you do work you want to have like very easy tasks, like which don't take up as much brain power. But nowadays I'm always so passionate, so excited, enthusiastic to work on like new videos, improving my quality, helping my clients, and yeah, sometimes I just can't not work on it. So that's seriously not optimal, but for the rest it's pretty simple. I just stop working at least 30 minutes before I'm going to bed, take magnesium, make sure I wear these glasses, and then I read a book, listen to some chill music, some jazz music, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, also ensure you do open your window to get some fresh air in the room, which is very important. Don't drink too much water to prevent waking up in the middle of the night. But that's pretty much it for my night routine, and if you do that, you sleep like a baby, and whenever you wake up you know exactly what to do. So that's basically the perfect combination. See ya.